Warhammer supply drops. Let fate decide. Woo! Woo! Sorry, couldn't resist. Yeah, Warhammer supply drops. This article jumped on the community website yesterday. I didn't actually clock it first time round. I got a WhatsApp message from Chris saying, "Hey, do you know GW are doing like loot crates now?" And I'm like, "What? Like loot crates? Like video game loot crates? How would they even do that?" And then I jumped on and actually saw the article. And he's right in the loosest possible sense. Like, they are crates, technically, that would contain items that you might consider loot. And that's where the similarity to like the games industry ends. I mean, like, a loot crate in the games industry is a completely random assortment of items that, you know, to get the one, you probably want the rare ones to have like a fucking insanely low drop rate, what are designed to get money out of you, like repeat buyers, that kind of thing. Very insidiously sort of designed. Whereas these things, I think this whole supply drop thing is like a novelty. I mean, I've quickly flicked through the article just, and basically what it is they're like, hey, do you want to have a project, or are you interested in buying a new army, or reinforcing their own one? Then why not have a supply drop, a box full of random items, random models that you have no control over, that we're going to give you, and, you know, it'll be a big surprise. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, I've thought before, because I'm not like a meta player, I've said that before, I'll say it again, I'm not a meta player, I don't buy models and paint models because I think they perform well on the tabletop. I think I've only done that once when I was going out to buy when I got my X screen. It's the Tyranid with the massive cannon on its back. I was originally going to go out to buy the horror specs because, you know, big mouth, chomp 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 chomp, very cool. And then Jamie was like, "No, you fucking moron, get that. It's a huge gun and it's mint." And I'm like, "Ugh, okay, I get the gun this time around." And I was like, "Wow, this thing is mint." That's the only time I ever really did anything meta-ish where I bought models. Usually I just buy them because they look cool and I want them. Really into the collecting, more like the play to win sort of side of the hobby. And I thought to myself, you know what? There's so many items this old Gene Steel Cult Codex, and there's so many models in this old Tyranid Codex. I just can't decide. I really wish GW did a thing where I could press a button and they'd send me a box full of random things, and I can go, ooh, and then just have at that. And with most ideas like that, they don't survive first contact with actual reality. Because, let's say, for example, I've just finished painting up 150 gaunts. That's 3 squads of gaunts of various flavours. You got flying gaunts, you got stabby gaunts. I think gargoyles come in squads of 30. Irrelevant. You got flying gaunts, stabby gaunts, shooting gaunts. You know, every flavour of gaunt you can imagine. Shitloads of them. A fucking smorgasbord of gaunts. I don't want to see another fucking gaunt for at least 6 months now. I've got plenty. I'm burnt out on gaunts. So I'm like, you know, I'll get a supply drop. I don't know what's in it. It rocks up, and then there's more fucking gaunts in there. That's not what I want. It's random. It's what I ordered, but it's not what I want. So unless these boxes are going to be structured so like you're going to get a certain amount of troops, HQs, elites, heavy support, fast attack, I mean, we don't know. It says on the page that the boxes are going to be the same depending on what area you're in. So let's say if I bought 5 boxes now, each box would contain the same thing, which kind of defeats the actual point of like the randomness, because the first time a box drops in a certain area on a certain day, there's going to be a list online comparing, detailing what's inside the box. And at that point, you've not got a random box, you've just got a Battle Force box. So it kind of takes away that sort of like random element that might be a selling point to some people. I don't know. It says you'll save like 50%. So a 50% savings, fucking decent saving. It's like half price and everything in that box. Are they for sale now? Let me have a look. Imperial Supplies. I'll click on that. Oh, they offer. Oh shit. No longer available online. Well, fuck me. I guess they are quite popular then. Shows what I know, apparently. So what are they? 75 quid. 75 quid. So, you know, saving 50%. It's like over 100, 130, 140 odd quid's worth of stuff there. You're getting for half price. Technically, a half price battle force. So it's. I wouldn't have said that this would have been a great seller, but obviously, no longer available online. That just shows that what the fuck I know. But it's I pick at my collection. I sort of like nibble at it. I don't sit down, regardless of the example I just used about smashing out a load of gaunts. I don't do that. I sit down, I pick a model, I paint the model, put the model down, then I wander off and do something else. Probably have a bit of a drink and fall into a hedge somewhere. So I've still got stuff I've got to build, well, not build, well, sort of, build and paint from Christmas. And we're, a good over halfway through the year now. So I probably won't end up buying any more models because Christmas will roll around and I'll just get another year's worth of models to keep me busy. I spend more money on the peripherals actually in 40k, like on the books and shit. So, it depends how badly you want like a project, I suppose. At the end of the day, I don't know. I would have thought these wouldn't have been that popular, but if they're fucking sold out online, I obviously don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But what do you guys think? Are these a good idea? Are these a bad idea? I mean, if they came out for orc players out there, if they came out with an orc supply drop or a orc, how do I say orc supply drop in Orky? An orc shooter box or whatever. Would you buy it for 75 quid, knowing that you're making that saving? I mean, is this open to abuse? Are people going to buy them, sell them online for slightly cheaper than GW would sell them, undercut them? Is that a thing that could happen? We don't know. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? Are you tempted to pick one up if it came out for your particular faction? Obviously, Imperial players thought they were a good idea because they're all fucking gone. But yeah, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all next time. Tatty bye.